Hi, Steve here again, Steve Kaufman. I'm in the interior of British Columbia in Osoyoos, playing golf with friends, a lovely part of British Columbia. I was on the internet and someone talked about the International Phonetic Alphabet and the need for some set of symbols that would, accurately represent sounds in a language. Because as we know, especially in English, the alphabet doesn't really represent the sounds very accurately because the letter O can be pronounced O or A or whatever, depending on whether it's women or come or over. So, however, I don't think the International Phonetic Alphabet is all that useful. I have never bothered to learn the symbols of the IPA because to me, I have to first hear the language. I have to hear it accurately. And as a non-native speaker, it's often difficult to hear. It's difficult to hear where one word ends and the next word begins and so forth. So one of the really useful tools that we have today to teach ourselves to hear the language accurately so that we can then pronounce it is text-to-speech. So one of the things that I do, which unfortunately I can't do for Ukrainian because there is no text-to-speech or Google text-to-speech for Ukrainian, which is very unfortunate, but it works for Polish and for Russian extremely well. And that is that I save phrases at LingQ, and those phrases then I review them in the dictation function we have. And so I hear the text-to-speech sounds and I have to write it down. And it's amazing how much I miss because I don't accurately hear what the native speaker, or in this case the text-to-speech, is saying. So it's a very good way to train yourself to hear what the person is actually saying. So that's one thing that I can do with text-to-speech. Another thing I've started doing with text-to-speech, but again only in Polish or Russian where text-to-speech is available, is that I will have saved these phrases in my text at LingQ, and then I review them in flashcards. And we also have text-to-speech in the flashcard. So I start up an audio recording, so I will press the text-to-speech, I'll hear the text-to-speech, then I repeat it in my own pronunciation, then I go to the next flashcard and do the same for the next phrase, and so forth and so on. And pretty soon I have a sound file of 2 minutes long or so, which consists of the text-to-speech pronunciation of the phrase and then my own pronunciation. I then listen to that sound file while reviewing my flashcards. And all of this is helping me to notice what actually is being said. And I think a big part of pronunciation is actually accurately hearing what is said. I mean, we know, for example, that often Japanese speakers have trouble distinguishing between L and R when they speak, but they make the same mistake when they write, and that suggests to me that they're not hearing the L and the R when they listen to the language. So we have to train our ability to hear. There are even other ways in which you can use text-to-speech to help your pronunciation, but I won't go into those today. But we are going to be experimenting with some of those with the members of our LingQ Academy Live, and you should be following their activities. And I'll leave a link to the videos about their activities. We're going to be working with them on their pronunciation using text-to-speech, but we won't be using the International Phonetic Alphabet. However, for those people who find that useful, by all means, the main thing in language learning is to do what you like to do and what you find useful. And now I'm going out to play golf. Thank you for listening.